Yo, 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 what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Once again, it's another exciting installment of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your boy, Double B Babler, the franchise player. Man, we are live here tonight as usual. We got another banger for you, another exclusive in the box, baby. We got a dude that goes out and does what he says he does. He makes that money, he does it the right way. And if you, my friend, need somebody to, take somebody out in the world of professional wrestling, what you would do is you're going to go ahead and you would hire a hitman. And with that being said, you hire one of the best hitmen in the business, ladies and gentlemen, the hitman for hire himself, Mr. Grimm. Grimm, what up, man? How you doing?
What's up, man? How are you?
Oh, man, it's another exciting day here at the Roundtable Podcast, man. What's going on with you?
Hey, just chilling at the moment, man. Trying to get my schedule back full again. Things starting to open up again. That's a good thing.
Well,
But at
2020
the
was
same time, still trying to be safe, man. Still trying to be
exactly
safe.
2020 was kind of a bitch, but 2021 came in like a lion. You know what I'm saying? Looks like
Yeah,
uh, looks like you're doing big things, man. I mean, let's talk about that we wrestle with Mania, man. Like WrestleMania week, the biggest week in indie wrestling. You got yourself booked on some shows out there, huh?
yeah. And I mean, unfortunately, like last year, like in 2020, I was booked for about maybe 6 shows, and now it like went from like 6 to 3. So it's like, damn. But at the same time, I'm very blessed to be in the position that I'm in because like I'm still able to do what I do. Like I'm still alive. COVID didn't, knock me down or anything like that. I'm still me, man. But like I said, I'm very blessed to be in this position to wrestle at Mania. And I'll be at GCW, the one that's based out of Tampa. I mean, it would be nice to be in Game Changer, but I guess it's just not my time yet. Like I'm still working on it, man. I'm still working on it. I'm gonna try to slide through and sneak my way on there. But it's that one. Then I got Crab Wrestling. I'm going against MM3, Malcolm Monroe the third, and Myron Reed. We're in a triple threat match. The match at GCW is me versus Timmy Lou Retton.
Oh, Timmy
And
Lou, man, the Jim Nasty boy, huh?
then the Daily Wrestling, I forgot where they're based out of, but they're doing a show down there, and I'm wrestling Beastman. So those are the three things that I have lined up, that are definitive. But when I'm down there, man, even before, I'm gonna try to find some more things to do.
Well, I'll tell you this: as a person who's wrestled during WrestleMania week, 15 matches in 3 days, man. Talk about the craziness of professional wrestling, man. Um, the way you can get these bookings and the way you can actually like go about making this your statement is to perform on one show and perform like it's WrestleMania for yourself, man. Go out there, kick as much ass as possible, and show the right people what you're doing. And I guarantee the people that are watching are going to be like, "Hey, man, you should come work on this show. You should come work on this show." Next thing you know, you'll be enjoying those little spring break gimmick, and there you go.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm hoping, like, I'm hoping to go out there and kill it. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to get more eyes on, trying to get like more eyes on me because, I'm 8 years in, and I'm trying to make some moves, man. Last year, it was supposed to be like a big deal because of some scouts coming out to the shows, and due to COVID, they got canceled. So now I'm like playing catch up, man.
Well, man, in this industry, man, it's always a game of catch up. But here's the thing: I'm going to give you a word of advice that someone gave to me. Go out there, perform every match like it's WrestleMania. Be it in front of one person, 1,000 people, 100,000 people. I guarantee you, the right people are going to see you. They're going to grab a hold of you. I mean, look, you've already debuted at AEW. That right there, you did some Ring of Honor stuff. I mean, you got credentials, you got street cred. You know what I'm saying? You got a
True.
little bit of a rep. So just work on that.
Yeah, but I mean, right now I'm, working on, I put myself on a diet, so I've already dropped 10 pounds from like last week. So
Man,
I'm trying to make sure by time Mania week gets here that I'm at least maybe 252 to like maybe 240 something. So like right now, I started at like 287, and earlier I had dropped down to like 256, but then I fell off again, and gained more weight, and I got all the way up to 273. Now I'm down to 250. I mean, like 259. So I haven't been like 240 like probably in over 10 years.
Well, look, man, it's working for you. I mean, you're gonna get you'll get down there. You'll get down there, and once you do, man, there ain't no stopping you. So
Because I'm like,
before
just
we,
imagine, like, if I'm doing the stuff that I can do at my size, or like when I was like
mhm,
280 ish, like just imagine how it's going to be like when I'm, 250, 240.
man, I'm telling you, man, killing the game. You're gonna be the next Willie Mack. So before we go any further, let me do this real quick. Let's go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with Mr. Grimm, the Hitman for Hire.
Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, cause they're taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, cause they're taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these rules.
When you want to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Oh, shoot.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Great futures do start with the Boys and Girls Club, and we are back with your boy, the franchise player Bad Blood, and Mr. Grimm. So, where did you start, man? Let's start with there. Let's start with the beginning of the Hitman for Hire.
Well, I started basically in backyard, and I had a different gimmick. It was like a football gimmick, and my plan was always to make that temporary, and the switch was something Grimm related. So I started at EWA in Maryland. They're in Dundalk, and from there I just kind of went to like different places and tried to perfect my craft, because I got to a point there where I wasn't really learning anything anymore. So I tried to like move on, and then they got mad and kind of like just kicked me out. He gave me an ultimatum. It was like, hey, you can either just train here, or you can leave. So, I left and got better.
You know what? Sometimes you gotta do that, man. You leave, you get better, then they want to book you. Then they'll start calling you like, "Hey, man," and that right there is where you can start getting your bookings back. When someone gives you that what's what I'm looking for here? When someone gives you that push, they piss you off to the point where you decide you want to be better to prove them wrong. You go out there and you make the best of it, and that's hey, man, doing what you do. That's good. So, where do you see yourself going now, going forward? I mean, you come and you've done a lot of things. You've made a lot of statements. You've made a lot of moves in the industry. What's next for you?
Honestly, I'm trying to work on getting a contract with somebody. I'm trying to be on national TV. Um, it's a lot of individuals out here who I would say deserve it, but I feel that I have a lot to offer. And one of the issues right now is I just get overlooked, and I just lack the opportunity at the moment. Because even when I had my my match with AEW, it wasn't really something where I could show exactly what I could do. Everybody else, they're getting like 2-3+ matches, and I had that match, and then that was it for right now. So it's like I just need that opportunity, man. And that's why I'm like working on my craft, losing weight, trying to get in better shape, so people can see the changes and see that I'm not bullshitting.
Positive mental attitude, man. You know exactly what you need to do to get there. So that's good. That's real good. What do you think in way of, okay, so let me go here. You did some Ring of Honor stuff, right?
Yeah, I did.
You did some
I did
AEW
extra
stuff.
work with them.
What's the difference between working with Ring of Honor and working with AEW?
Definitely the production. They both, like when I was back in Ring of Honor, it kind of felt like I was walking on eggshells because I really didn't know anybody there. And it didn't really seem like everybody was, I would say, friendly, at Ring of Honor. It wasn't anything bad, but it was just like, everything was just so spread out. And, when people would see you, like certain people like really wouldn't say anything because they'd be in their own, in their own zone. But when I was at AEW, everybody, it just seemed like everybody was happy there. Like when I was in the back, people were, introducing themselves, talking to me. Like I was even eating lunch and Jerry Lynn came up to me while I was eating and was like, "Hey man, you mind if I eat lunch with you?" Like he was like, "You mind if I sit down?" I'm like, "Yo, you're fucking Jerry Lynn. You can do what you want." But yeah, and like with ROH, it just wasn't like that. Not saying that it's anything wrong, with the ROH locker room, but I felt more at home, with AEW. Just everybody was so friendly, even after my match. Like during the match, I think Cody was sitting back and watching it. And, once I came back out the curtain, he was like, "Good job pounding me up," and, just kind of went about it. So just, having Cody watching and giving props and, to all the extra talent. He came up to us and said, "I appreciate y'all being here." He thanked us for being there and like, no, we wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for him. So it just goes to show that, I felt like more appreciated than I did in like other like locker rooms per se.
Well, I gotta say this, man. I've been around for a long time and I know like certain things about certain promotions, and everyone talks about how great it is working for AEW. And then you got guys that are telling you how horrible it is working other places. And quite honestly, man, you find a company like that, a promotion that really like puts you on their back and helps you out, man. That's really great. Like I like I said, I have a good feeling that things are going to work out great for you. They're going to work out great for you.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Like I'm hoping it does. It's been like 8 years this year, so they say it takes about between 5 to like 10 years before people actually start breaking out. So I'm just hoping, man. Like really hoping.
Well, I'll tell you, things happen for a reason, man, and these things are happening to you because you are going to be something big in this whole grand scheme of professional wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been your boy, Mr. Grimm. I'm your boy, The Franchise. And if you want to check out Mr. Grimm, you can look him up online, man. You can find him on Instagram. You can find him on Twitter. You can find him on Instagram at Mr. Grimm, the Hitman for Hire. You can also find him on Twitter, same way. You can also get his gear, prowrestlingtees.com/Hitman for Hire, man. Look, I'm always supporting my brothers in professional wrestling. Anytime you want to come on a Roundtable podcast, brother, there's a table where there's a seat right here at the table for you. I'm gonna help get you. I'm gonna help get these people out here to know who you are. I mean, every week we're seeing 96,000 TVs around Portland, around the nation. You can get us on Spotify. You can get us on Google. You can get us on Apple. You can get us on iHeartRadio. You can get us now on Pandora. Every one of these amazing podcast apps you can find us on. And ladies and gentlemen, you can find this interview with Mr. Grimm live on those apps. Grimm, thanks very much for joining us, brother.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Man, always, like I said, there's always a seat at the table for you. Have a good day. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been your boy, The Franchise. Peace.